Hi guys, Piotr here, this is LiteFinance Global YouTube channel, and again, it's my pleasure to be with you. Elon Musk, that's the name of the game today. That's where we are going to try to focus on both Doge and Tesla. Let's start with the weekly chart when we are trying to compare those two. If we can find some kind of the helping hands, the points we can try to think about. Well, the only thing is for me late October when it comes to the Doge, beginning of the November, were both peaked, right? Of course, looks like sell-off is a bigger on the Doge than on the Tesla. But of course, we do know, we do understand that the volatility on the crypto is much higher. Hence, the corrections when they happen, they are bigger, right? So that's the thing. Looking closely previously, right? There was nothing extraordinary. I wouldn't say there was some kind of the big correlations. So the only thing for me I noticed on the weekly chart, it was this one late October, beginning of the November. Let's have a look what we have when it comes this comparison chart on a daily time frame. All right, because as you can see here, okay. It's even closer look to when we topped out again late October, beginning of the November, and as I mentioned, the things were quite smooth for Tesla correction and ugly for the Doge correction over here. Now, what might be very interesting, all right, it could be the things related to the days when we do have quite high volume, all right? That's something, in my opinion, worth to mention. And if you are going to make your observation here, I strongly recommend put your points. Do your own research, do your own homework, right? But that's when we, from the shorter time perspective, right, we do have some kind of the possible setup, right? Not necessarily is only long, but also towards the short side. So let's switch even lower with this comparison. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the 1 hour, right? And when we are trying to make this one, again, trying to look at the volume, right? And what is going on then. So looking for what is going on the Doge and trying to take the advantage on the Tesla shares, well, something worth to check. All right, again, I didn't make like hundreds of examples. That's what I strongly encourage you to do. All right, but you might find some hints here. How long is going to work? Well, I have no clue, no idea. It could be broken each and every minute. So we have here the comparison chart. Let's have a look what we have when we are going to make the Doge analysis first, when it comes to the dollar, and then when we are going to make the Tesla analysis as well, right? So taking into the consideration monthly chart and nothing big, we are breaking down through the range. We are breaking below 20 cents here, and that's quite significant. All right, now let's switch lower. In that case, if there is any signs of life, well, there were few. All right, and that's what we are also discussing when we were trying to comparize the chart. Those big volume days, unfortunately, as you can see, none of this, even we're trying to go higher, were positive from the bull's perspective. All right, none of them were positive. The only good thing is that we are creating some kind of the lower volume, lower highs, right? So even with the supply activity, it's not that big on the lower levels, right? So in that case, in my opinion, well, what the bulls should start to look for, they should start to work with 20 cents level, right? Trying to hold the lows and trying to break out of that range and move back above 20. As long as we are below 20 cents, the bears are in favor, and we might see lower levels to come. Of course, the situation on the stock market is not giving the helping hand when it comes to the crypto traders, right? But on a daily chart, it looks a little bit more encouraging. Why? Because, okay, we cannot get back above 20, boom, big day, volume day, big day, volume day. But we are trying at least to hold 16 level, all right, 16 cents level. So as long as we are above 15 cents, we might trying to bounce between 20, and at some point, if we are going to regain 20 cents, we might see higher levels. But what if we are going to break through 15 cents? Well, if the top of that range is 20, bottom is 15, so we are talking about the 6 cents. In that case, looks like we are talking about the 12 and 10 cents as a possible move lower when it comes to the supply side, right? So finally, let's switch to Tesla, okay? And let's have a look what we have there. On the Nasdaq, let's have a look on the monthly. And well, that's what we know what has happened, right? Huge monster rally, 5 ways to the upside. Looks like 3 ways to the downside could be the name of the game here based on the monthly chart. So again, guys, it's not going to happen overnight. It's gonna to take some time. Well, the strong, in my opinion, very strong demand zone is around the bottom of this breakout candle. We are talking about the levels close to or shy below 800, right? Looks like we have a problem around 1200. We are talking about the 400 range. Taking into the consideration current market situation, this order block from where we've seen the breakout could be taken into the consideration. In that case, we might see retest of the 400 in case of the breakdown through 800, right? So again, this bottom of that broken candle could be the next target to the downside, all right? So that's what we have as a levels as of now. Of course, if we are going to break through 1200 and hold above 1600 could be the next target based on the monthly chart. And trying to summarize this, as long as this rising trend line is holding, the things could be very, very interesting. But because of the overall market situation, if we are going to see some kind of the Niagara Falls to the downside when it comes to the indices, cannot rule it out. We are going to break through 800 on this monthly chart, and we are going to retest the bottom here around 400. That's how the things looks like on the monthly chart. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the weekly chart. There is a consolidation going on quite nicely. Some kind of the possible, bull flag, if you wish, especially that we are holding this 900 level. So from here, we might see 300 higher towards 1500. that could be the name of the game. If we are going to break 900, right, then 600, the same type of the range to the downside, and then down towards 400 as discussed previously. So watching closely 900, 800 to the downside, watching closely 1200 to the upside, and from the medium long term perspective, that's your name of the game. So let's have a look finally what we have on the daily chart. Sorry. All right, if there is something we can try to have a look and trying to well, guess what could be the next big guys move. This swing low over here with the bottom around 1000, so psychological level on a daily chart, that's point number one. Then again, the gap here, if we are going to close the gap 950, that could be the name of the game with this possible 1-to-1 with stop count and retest of 850 and the mid of that range around 800 to the downside. When it comes to the upside, strong supply around 1200 and some liquidity pools around or above 1120 when it comes to the daily chart of Tesla. With that being said, guys, do your own homework, do your own research. We were discussed plenty of things. You just have to summarize it for yourself. Try to find a few hints. Wish you great next trading day. See you around. Take care and goodbye.